Islamic is a company incorporated in Malaysia. TFX Islamic is a FinTech specializes in supply chain financing. Our board members are individuals and corporations across Asia. Haji Halim Din and Datuk Suryo are Malaysians, individuals representing the company. Bhushan Rao is an individual representing our corporate Singapore entity. The company is being led by CEO Nurita Jaafar. She has had over 20 years experience in audit and finance, working in accounting firms and several financial institutions. She has had her exposure in technology and digital space when she was working with a government agency spurring startups ecosystem in the country, as well as her exposure in a digital consultancy and innovation association solutions. She also sits as an audit committee and board member in a public listed company in Malaysia. Our team comprises of a broad range of experience with a cumulative experience over 50 years. Stephen is a CEO and CFO. Isma is the head of credit assessment, credit and risk assessment, and Zana is our head of business development. The tech team is being led by Min and Jay, who are business analyst and senior developer, supported by Hilmi at the applications. Hana is our people manager. Also at our corporate services, we have Nizi and Suhana at strategy, brand, as well as human resource. TFX Islamic not only have partners in Malaysia, but we have partners in Singapore as well as Hong Kong and across the world. Seabridge TFX is a shareholder of TFX Islamic, and the company is directly owned by Seabridge TFX in Hong Kong, who has been in supply chain financing since 2013 with 300 clients in 40 countries. Refinitiv, who's also investor company to Seabridge TFX, is a digital onboarding partner, data and network support, and offers secondary trade finance platform to TFX Islamic. I will give you a little bit of background about supply chain finance. There are two definitions to supply chain finance. The first definition is how financing comes into an entire supply chain, starting from downstream to upstream. The second definition would be a specific financing instrument that helps to facilitate suppliers' financing while they take advantage or peg against the buyer's investment grade. This is also known as reverse factoring. The major benefits to supply chain financing is for the buyers to optimize their cash flow by lengthening their payment terms. This also provides options for SME suppliers to get paid early by the funders. This is a win-win situation where with supply chain finance, the supplier is able to generate additional operating cash flow, minimizing their risk by getting payments earlier. For a buyer, this is not a financial debt. It is actually an extension of accounts payable, hence there is no impact on their balance sheet. It is also a multi-funder program where it's not restricted to one financer. It allows multi-funder participation where buyers are allowed to diversify their source of liquidity. It is not a factoring, it is reverse factoring, because each invoice is paid to supplier minus the transaction or banking fees. There is no recourse burden on the supplier. The default will be taken on at the buyer's level. Treasury, capital markets, and unsophisticated investors are also encouraged to participate through capital markets into supply chain financing. At TFX Islamic, we provide services end-to-end, from risk mitigation to the entire validation system. Our first approach is to go into the corporate buyers and undergo an optimization process. Secondly, the vendor suppliers that have been selected will undergo onboarding process. Thirdly, The buyers as well as the suppliers will go through the credit rating platform in order to fulfill the KYC and other requirements by the regulators. This credit rating platform will also assess the corporate buyers extensively in order to get the appropriate investment grade of the corporate buyers. TFX Islamic chain platform will run the whole transaction end-to-end for every trade finance that has been structured into the program. It can be supported through loan guarantee or trade credit insurance depending on the weightage of the risk that will take place. TFX Islamic is also committed in providing sufficient liquidity by working with partner enablers in the whole supply chain process. Supply chain financing by TFX Islamic will not achieve speed and efficiency without a robust platform. It is a holistic, actionable, multi-user platform where it connects investors and lenders to provide plumbing and liquidity by connecting with the largest existing global supply chain networks. The supply chain financing is transactional, where origination and aggregation of trade transaction and processing takes place. It is multi-users, it interlinks all party users, mitigates all the validation risks, and has a robust reporting system. It is also a cash management platform where monitoring of the cash management, disbursement, and collection is visible. It is an end-to-end calculation engine computing reverse factoring, and it embeds all the parameters of the legal contracts. Thank you.